Chapter 3. Corporate and Personal Branding. Being visible vs. being known. After reading this chapter, you will learn how to build strong content that is demographic specific, leverage communication medium, influence your target audience, and cash flow your business like a pro. Learning exercises. What are differences between being visible and being known? Visibility is necessary when attempting to position your products and services or brands and businesses to be known. However, it is important to note that there are major differences between being visible and how you show up to be known by your team, ideal client, and the public. Being visible reflects business leaders' use or leverage of mass media, social media, the metaverse, and independent communication channels to position their businesses, products, services, brands, and ideas to be visible. The media scope, media reach, media impact, media effectiveness, and media effective use are factors that influences the level of visibility you realize from your advertising dollars, therefore must be given careful consideration before putting them into use. Let us look at the media analysis examples shown below. Being visible. Media reach. Communication channels signal. All communication channels are not created equally. One of the areas they differ is in their signal strength to transmit media content to audience. Some media broadcast signals are local, others are regional, and there are others that are national and international. They all have advantages and disadvantages when it comes to setting and achieving the communication, marketing, and advertising objectives. SCPs should be completely aware of these market statistics that are likely to influence the advertising and marketing outcome and ensure they are in control of the situation. This will aid in protecting the corporate image of SCPs and the interest of the client. Give an example in 100 to 200 works showing your interpretation of the statement above. Media and reaching your target audience. Brand and media reach can and should also be considered from a second perspective. It is not only the signal reach of the communication channel that must be considered, but the effectiveness of that medium to reach the ideal client must be recognized as having equal and greater importance. Local channels may have a smaller, localized, captive audience, and based on your marketing objectives, they are able to give you visibility, reach, and opportunity to make an impact with the ideal client and convert them into paying clients. Give an example in 100 to 200 works showing your interpretation of the statement above. Media and content development. A third concept that should also be considered is the media outlet programming content. In the case where you are doing specific demographic targeting, it is important to recognize that some national and international communication channels may not have the right content that puts you in contact with your specific target market. So, placing ads with them would be a waste of time and money. The right local channels may be ideally set up to give you and your brand visibility, reach, impact, and conversion optimization with the potential clients. These are important concepts to consider when using media outlets to position businesses, products, services, brands, and ideas to be known. Give an example in 100 to 200 works showing your interpretation of the statement above. Communication channels should be able to provide historical and current data that enables investors to make solid advertising investment decisions. Information about signal strength, audience-based, programming content and content relevance etc. should be easily available to potential users. In the absence of this, it is the duty of SCPs to apply the absolute bio-data markers to get the right information that informed the advertising, communication, and marketing department's business decision process. Media scope. The media scope of content, strength of content, content relevance, and ability to reach and impact the ideal client are important facts to know when attempting to position businesses and brands, products, and services or important ideas to be known. This information will enable you to make better media placement decisions that allow you to get better results from your branding and marketing, advertising, and sales communication efforts. Program and content strength. Program scope of focus and specific target audience appeal can be relevant or irrelevant to your target market. If you use media outlets and you are unaware of this, it can and most often will lead to the wasting of time, money, and your efforts. The content must be demographic specific or relevant to the ideal client and have the substance, appeal, and pull qualities to command the audience's attention. Explain your understanding of the statement above in 100 to 200 words. The scope or focus of your local communication channel or channels are issues to give serious consideration. The focus or content design of your local or national media house can be narrow as looking at narrow or broad brands' interest or as broad as looking at national or international issues. For example, a corporate branded media outlet may cover issues specific to business. Those issues may focus on narrow interests like how to build successful brands. And on the other hand, its focus can be broad enough to focus on issues like banking and finance, private equity investments, global real estate, competition and foreign direct investment and politics and how it directly and indirectly impacts businesses. Explain your understanding of the statement above in 100 to 200 words. Media houses' programming content or scope of focus must be guided by solid market data. That data can come from the application of the absolute bio-data markers as proposed in this book. Research must be done to clearly define the audience demographic types, psychographic makeups, and geographic locations. These data should be the driving factors influencing program designs. This sanitized approach to program design will protect the integrity of media houses, the role of SCPs, and the interest of clients. Explain your understanding of the statement above in 100 to 200 words. All program content should be developed with a specific demographic group in mind. This process can be facilitated by researchers, media practitioners, marketing and sales communication professionals who are able to collect sensitive data, analyze sensitive data and respond to demographic-specific data. The ability to design media content that allows you to target your audience with clinical precision can play a major role in the success or failure of your business. Media impact. I have been a sales communication professional, SCP, for over 30 years, and during that period I have seen a lot in the marketing and branding and sales communication arenas. I have observed millions of dollars are invested annually to position businesses and brands to attain market awareness and make an impact with the public. Very often this massive investment that is made to enable business leaders to build brand visibility, reach, impact, and client conversion falls significantly below their targets. And when this happens, it becomes a waste of time, efforts, and money. To avoid this happening in your firm, the following data should be given some consideration. Media houses or communication channels can achieve greater impact when there is correlation between three important interests: 1. Media and programming content, 2. The specific target market interest, and 3. That of SCPs, advertising and marketing executives' objectives. If the correlation is weak between these parties, the impact will also be weak and the realization of marketing strategic objectives, which is to make impact and cash flow maximizes, will be foiled. Media houses should have a clear working understanding of the market and how to connect with their ideal clients through their program content. The media content should also enable you to connect with your ideal client based on the following data: 1. Demographic statistics, 2. Psychographic statistics, and 3. Geographic statistics. This market-oriented and sensitive approach to developing programming content is not only beneficial to the media outlet, but also to the audience, business owners, and marketing professionals. Media impact can be measured by how the programming content influences tension and retention from the specific target market based. The content must be relevant to the target market, and to have impact, it must help the audience reach some immediate or future need. But to achieve this type of impact with your audience, proper market research must be conducted. Sales communication professionals are highly data-driven. They know the success of every business depends heavily on collecting the right market data, analyzing the right market data, and leveraging that market data in a market-sensitive manner to appeal and connect with the ideal clients. In the absence of media houses having this sensitive market database, sales communication professionals are now challenged to get the data, which may be costly to businesses. The cost and benefits are shared when correlation is right between all stakeholders. Many businesses stay away from primary market research because of the high cost associated with the gathering of sensitive and necessary intelligence. In the absence of primary and reliable secondary data, you are forced to depend on guesstimates and speculative data. Speculative data by no means is reliable and is a practice that should be discouraged by all management team. Media effectiveness. The entire social media spectrum is governed by data collection, data analytics, and data exploitation. Data that leads to understanding end users, drive new products and services innovation, attaining market competitive advantage, and realizing cash flow optimization. Social media entities are data collection hubs. I can select a social media platform randomly and tell several data-driven facts about that entity. For example, without much effort, 1. I can tell the number of people that subscribe to that social media platform. 2. I can tell the number of males, females and children that subscribes. 3. I can predetermine the best time to position advertising content in front of them. And 4. I can predetermine their geographic location, etc. While this is easy to realize with social media, it is quite different when using traditional media houses. I will not be able to achieve the same with traditional media, which is vital as we look at media effectiveness. The data collected is packaged and resold to the highest bidders. The data is then used by data analysts and senior management to inform and direct business decisions that drive business success. The top 100 companies use data as a normal part of day-to-day activities of doing business to attain and maintain their competitive advantage. The effective use of data is not universal across all communication platforms. Traditional media like radio, television, and print media have fallen behind the data collection, data analytics and data leveraging to guide in content design, quality and quantity of audience bases, airtime selection, and the strategic placement of content. Perhaps the positive aspects of social media data strength can be leveraged to add greater relevance to traditional media houses. The importance of effective communication and communication channels effectiveness can't be emphasized enough. The messaging content must be targeted and relevant to the right demographic group, and the media must be able to transmit the message directly to the target audience. These two statistics must work together for them to be effective, relevant, and deliver results to sales communication professionals, public relations consultants, and advertisers. Sales communication professionals, in their efforts to drive your business growth and expansion, are not just producing and placing your ads on communication channels. They are doing a few assessments before that is done. For example, they are applying the DAGMAR, defining advertising goals for measured advertising results. Sales communication professionals, SCPs, in this process of applying the proposed DAGMAR, are setting out to accomplish several things. 1. Data must lead to specific demographic targeting. 2. Data must provide opportunities to influence potential clients based on content design and content relevance. 3. Data must lead to client impact, conversion and investment in your brand or brands. The above are some of the goals and measurable targets SCPs may have in mind that are influencing their decision to place commercials with your media firm. Their ability to deliver those clear and targeted results would be a true test of media houses' effectiveness and ability to deliver targeted results. This will also be a test of SCP's ability to collect data about media houses' effectiveness, analyze those data and leverage the data to realize targeted, desirable results when applying the sales communication process. Sales communication professionals, public relations and advertising firms and the advertiser are more inclined to work with media houses that are taking a more modern, data-driven approach to demographic targeting, content production and relating to the interest of the relevant stakeholders. Media houses can be the giants they are meant to be when the absolute bio-data markers are applied. They are able to collect sensitive data about the economy, the market, and the potential client that they are able to use to deliver predictable outcomes for all involved. Professionals in sales communication, marketing, and branding and public relations can all relate to the concept of predictable outcomes. For example, they have predictable expectations behind the design and building of strong brands characteristics, investing in brand visibility and reach, positioning brands to make impact and optimizing client conversion. They are the professionals that are tasked to convert first-time users into lifetime consumers and in the positioning of brands to build confidence, trust, and credibility in the public eyes. Media effective use. One of the things sales communication professionals strive to realize is the effective use of communication medium. To them, the benefits of this realization can be the dealmaker that drives business success. The effective use of communication channels means that you are reducing cost of marketing, optimizing impact with the clients and potential clients, increasing clients' conversion, and that the business is strategically positioned to increase its cash flow. In today's global competitive environment, there are many communications outlets, with different competing interests, that are set up to give you access to a global audience. The differences in competing interests may be advantageous or disadvantageous to your strategic business objectives, and you should be oriented, sensitive, and responsive to this fact. It is this market awareness that will help you realize better results from your advertising, public relations, and marketing campaign. There are so many communication platforms available today to funnel your advertising and marketing content, thanks to the disruptive social media platforms. For example, there is Wisdom, Clubhouse, Fireside, Superstar, and LinkedIn, just to name a few. When they are used in the right manner, they give you instant visibility and puts you in front of a captive audience that is ready to pay for value. The effective use of these communication outlets can have positive impact on the growth of businesses in a short period of time. Effective use of the media can significantly reduce the cost of doing business. This single act can have multiple positive effects on how your business is positioned to command attention, pique interest, arouse desire, move potential clients into action, convert first-time user into lifetime consumers, and build confidence, trust, and credibility in the eyes of the public. To achieve the above, market intelligence is necessary. First, advertising, public relations, and marketing decision-makers need to understand the strengths and weaknesses of the media house or houses. Secondly, educated decisions should be made about the best ways to use communication channels to reach the ideal clients and achieve the other business strategic objectives. Another way of looking at this issue is through the eyes of media management. First, has media management designed the media house to achieve specific objectives, like strength in broadcast signal, reaching specific target audience, optimum utilization of signal strength, and achieving a certain corporate image? And secondly, is the organization managed in a market-oriented and sensitive manner towards realizing those objectives? For example, has the media outlet been able to realize the targeted signal strength? Is the media house operating above or below its signal strength? How strong is the media impact with the ideal clients, and were they able to realize the unique brand image in the eyes of the public? Your effective use of communication channels reflects how much and how well you and your management team know about media houses' communication signal, program content, specific demographic targeting, and their leadership style. All the above are KPIs that can help you in making informed decisions regarding your effective use of the media. Your effective use of the media can also be measured by your knowledge of specific demographics. The target audience should be available, sensitive, and responsive to the media content. Media management, sales communication professionals, or heads of marketing departments should have reliable data that helps them to know how a captive audience is responding to media content. This is the only way to predetermine your effective use of the media. Media effective use and time waste. Effective use of media houses should result in a significant reduction in time waste. Time, effort, and resources can be wasted when media management and your corporate leadership don't have the market data to measure media effectiveness and media effective use. Media effective use and cost management. The effective use of communication channels should result in lower investment costs associated with running commercials and marketing campaigns. This can be realized with greater ease when media houses and corporate entities are managed in a market-oriented and sensitive manner. Media effective use and optimum impact. A higher degree of impact is realized with clients and potential clients when successful steps are made to optimize the effective use of communication platforms. When alignment accords between the media and your business strategic objectives, you can only have winners. Media effective use and increase profits. The effective use of the media should result in the strategic targeting of the ideal client, greater impact, more leads, and higher client conversion, which can enhance your business potential to see increase annual returns. Your known ability factors and being known. Being known enables you to be both visible and known in a controlled manner. The elements of being known as proposed in this book means that you have control over the design of your value offer, how it is positioned in front of the ideal client, and the impact you are desirous of achieving. For example, many brands appear on the market with no clear impact strategy, except a cash flow maximized. Taking steps to become visible will enable you or your brand to be visible, but becoming visible is not as important as how you are known by the people that matters. When you focus just on being visible and not building and implementing clear intention in how you want your brand to be known to impact the public, it undermines any opportunity to make larger-than-life impact with the people that matters. Let us look at the following example. Imagine you are Mr. Liverpool, who has trained for the last 15 years to become proficient in martial arts. You are now a number 1, 5th Dan Shotokan expert, with the number 1 karate school in town. However, you decided to show up at a dojo with complete strangers. You are clothed in silver gray sneakers, blue hard pants and white t-shirt, with a thick gold chain placed around your neck as you move towards an audience of 500 people. You continue to show up in similar fashion for several days, so after a period the audience has become familiar with seeing you showing up at the dojo as a well-dressed person. Showing up consistently over a long period of time does not tell the audience who you are or what you do, it just makes you visible to the audience, which is not enough to influence the public to respond to your value offer or you are being the number 1 martial art expert in town. Many businesses startup show up like Mr. Liverpool, who are seen but not known. He is seen and known by the audience for the way he dresses, but he is not yet known for his true value proposition and how he can impact the lives of people, being the leading martial art experts in town. Showing up consistently may make you visible, but being visible does not mean you and your valued offer is known by the ideal clients. To show up to make an impact means you are fully armed to make a strong statement, inspire, and empower your audience and move them into action. Let us look at another example. Mr. Liverpool, a 5th Dan, leading martial art expert in the United States of America, decides to open his own Shotokan dojo which he named Optimum Martial Arts. This was not your usual ordinary martial arts school. Optimum Martial Arts was built to target corporate leaders. He invested over $2 million USD to purchase a building that he outfitted with appropriate ambience and aesthetics that matched the appeal and interest of business leaders. He then hires a team of experienced managers to support him in managing the dojo. The main reasons behind starting this dojo are as follows. Promote the martial art culture and benefits to corporate leaders. Promote good health and better quality of life among corporate leaders. Promote prolonged life expectancy among corporate leaders. From the details stated above, it is clear that Mr. Liverpool did not show up just to be visible. Instead, he showed up to be known as an expert that can teach Shotokan martial arts at the highest level but also as someone that is able to promote health and wellness, better quality of life and extend life expectancy for his clientele base. And that is how you show up when you are in control of how you want to be known by the public. Any real attempt to position products, services, and brands to be known must take the following 2 important concepts in mind. The brand traits and characteristics, brand appeal, brand relevance, and brand impact with the public end. The media scope, media reach and media impact and media effectiveness and media effective use. This part of this book will look at the second concept mentioned above since the first concept has already been covered in this book. Sales communication professionals play important roles in building strong personal and corporate brand identity that influences the success of your business. But this is not the beginning and the end of the important roles SCPs play in developing game plans to drive your business local, regional, national, and international success. What happens after your brand traits and characteristics have been fully developed? Your brand or brand's unique features must now be elevated in the minds of the client and potential clients. Visibility is necessary for the success of every business. Visibility will come from your use of mass media, social media, the metaverse, and independent communication channels. However, it is important to note that visibility does not always convert or enable you to reach your ideal clients. Any attempt to position your business, brands, or ideas to be known should be guided by data. You need information about the ideal client or clients and the time or times they are using communication channels. On the other hand, you also need to understand communication channels and their effectiveness to enable you to reach your client base. The 3 important concepts shown below must be given careful consideration as we do a deep dive into this topic of how to position your businesses, brands, and ideas to be known. You should be market-oriented, sensitive, and responsive to the client's needs. You should have a strong value proposition that is designed to impact and convert first-time users into lifetime clients. And you should have a clear working knowledge of the effectiveness of most, if not all, communication channels within your geographic location or scope of doing business. Market-oriented means that your sales communication professionals are doing the research necessary to better understand the clients and potential clients, market dynamics, country-specific political and economic realities that can influence or undermine desired business outcomes. It is recommended that the SCPs should be competent at conducting SWOT and pest analysis. These two types of research techniques can be a useful aid in supporting business leaders to make informed business decisions. Market sensitive means that your SCPs have collected, analyzed, and are aware of the specific target market demographic, psychographic, and geographic details. This is the only way to manage the business or brand in a manner that can be considered market sensitive. It is also recommended that SCPs develop strategic sales processes like before, during, and after sales stress test programs that enable them to be sensitive to clients' growing and changing expectations or unmet and unsatisfied needs. Market responsive means that your SCPs, through the corporate culture, is highly responsive to the client and potential needs. It is this ability to become and remain responsive to market expectations that enables businesses to maintain their relevance in the market, make impact, optimize client conversion, and enhance the business cash flow. How to leverage influencers. Being known and the leveraging of networks. There are several best practices, methods, and strategic approaches that are used by SCPs to position corporate and personal brands to realize targeted brand recognition. Without brand recognition, most businesses will struggle or fail before you can say mark, set, and go. To achieve brand recognition and client buy-in, sales communication professionals have built and leveraged multiple collaborative and strategic alliances to accelerate visibility, reach, impact, client optimization, and cash flow maximization. Celebrity influencers. The use of celebrity endorsements is a popular marketing strategy used by brand leaders to fast-track business visibility and development. The reason this happens is because celebrities have a high level of people sway and influence their audience based. For example, Michael Jordan, the well-known celebrity basketball player, uses his celebrity status to push the Nike's Jordan brand to generate over $5.1 billion in fiscal earnings in 2022. Before Jordan signed on as the Nike's brand ambassador in 1984, it was almost a failing brand. While contracting a celebrity brand ambassador to influence their audience base may come at a very high price to business, the benefits significantly outweigh the cost of doing business. In 2022, Jordan walked away with over $256 million in his 5% brand endorsement agreement and by licensing his name to Nike. Social media influencers and the known factor. The right social influencer can get you a foot in the door and a seat at the table to start building quality relations with the right people. They relate to top players in institutions like trade associations, chamber of commerce, banking and finance fraternities, legal fraternities, sports fraternities, academic fraternities, and politics and international governments. Relationship is the name of the game, and if you are not investing in becoming a highly influential person or building healthy, productive relations with well-connected people, you are out of the game of building strong brands. Social influencers are well-connected people with a lot of sway that can make or break your brand in the absence of you being able to learn, apply, and master these high-value social skills that influence the success of every business. Later in this book/thesis, you will be introduced to the influencer model that gives you a few pointers on how to become a sales communication professional and a highly influential person that can drive the success of your corporate and personal brands and ideals. Social media influencers have become a vital part of brand awareness strategies. With billions of people using social media platforms like Clubhouse, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, influencers can easily reach a vast audience and influence their buying decisions. But let us pause a little to define what exactly is an influencer. Influencer are individuals who have amassed a significant following on social media by creating content and ignites the interest of their audience based. They are seen as experts in their niche and are often trusted for their recommendations and opinions. The ability to humanize brands is one of the unique gifts that influencers have. They have leveraged this skill to make content that is relatable to their followers. By partnering with influencers, sales communication professionals, public relation consultants, branding and marketing experts can tap into their audience and gain exposure to their target market based. Influencers can support in the promotion of your brands through the following means. Brand endorsements, sponsorship posting, brand reviews, product giveaways, collaboration and partnership. A few main advantages in leveraging influencer marketing are that they allow brands to increase visibility, reach a highly engaged audience, and generate new leads. Influencers have a loyal following that trusts their opinions, so when they recommend a brand, their followers are more likely to take notice and make a purchase. This is especially true for niche influencers who have a highly targeted audience. For example, if a brand wants to target health and fitness enthusiasts, collaborating with a health specialist and fitness influencer can be an effective way to reach their audience based. The right influencers will have the ability to create authentic and engaging content that will add value, fix problems, and make impact with their followers. They can showcase a brand's products or services in a way that feels natural and not extremely promotional. This approach allows brands to connect with their audience more easily and on a more personal level and leads to building lasting relationships with the target market based. In view of all of what is being said, it's very important to recognize that all influencers are not created equal. Brand leaders should be market-oriented and sensitive to this fact. It is necessary to be careful and vet potential influencers to ensure that they align with your values proposition and have a genuine connection with their audience. Influencers who have purchased fake followers and engagements over the counter can do more harm than good to a brand's reputation. Social media influencers have become an integral part of brand awareness strategies and supporting corporate and personal brands to get through the struggle of being known because they have ability to reach a vast audience, increase brand visibility, and generate new leads. Collaborating with influencers who have genuine connection with their audience can have tremendous positive impact on the growth of your products, services, brands, and ideas. The right influencers provide opportunities for content producers, public relations specialists, sales communication professionals, and rising stars in business, etc. to get authentic engagement with their audience based. When this process is designed and implemented correctly, influencer marketing can be a highly effective way to build brand awareness and drive sales. Community influencers and the known ability factors. Being known is an essential part of doing business. Being known is perhaps even more important than being visible if that visibility does not lead to client conversion. The ability to connect with community influencers can aid significantly in your effort to be known, because they are essential players in today's interconnected world. As the business landscape evolves, community influences have become increasingly valuable in shaping public opinion and influencing the actions of individuals and organizations to respond to products, services, and brands. Community influencers are people who have built a following based on their expertise, reputation, and visibility in their field. They are like the headmaster or headmistress of the school that owns the power of influence with teachers, students, parents, and the community. Community influencers are individuals who have a significant impact on the opinions and actions of others in their industry, whether through their social media presence, teaching and speaking engagements, or other activities. Community influencers are individuals who have built a reputation for themselves as leaders within their community. They often hold positions of leadership or influence within local government, nonprofit organizations, or other community groups. Together, business and community influencers play a vital role in shaping the opinions and actions of the public. By leveraging their expertise and reputation, they can help individuals and organizations navigate complex issues and make informed decisions. This is particularly true in today's fast-paced, digital world, where information is constantly being disseminated through a variety of channels. Corporate leaders' relation with influencers can be an effective way to reach new customers and build brand awareness. By partnering with influencers who share their values and vision, businesses can gain access to a wider audience and build trust with potential customers. Community influencers, on the other hand, can help businesses navigate local regulations, build relationships with local stakeholders, and contribute to the overall health and well-being of their community. At the same time, influencers have a responsibility to use their platform for good. As public figures, they have the power to shape opinions and influence actions, and they must use that influence responsibly. This means being mindful of the impact their words and actions can have on others and using their platform to promote positive change and meaningful progress. In conclusion, business and community influencers are essential players in today's interconnected world. They have the power to shape public opinion and influence the actions of individuals and organizations, and they play a vital role in building healthy, sustainable communities. As such, it is essential that influencers use their platform for good, leveraging their expertise and reputation to promote positive change and meaningful progress. Trade association and the known ability factors. Trade associations are organizations that represent a particular industry or sector. They play a crucial role in supporting and promoting the interests of their members, advocating for policies that benefit the industry, and providing a platform for networking, education, and collaboration. One of the key roles of a trade association is advocacy. By representing the interests of their members to government officials, policymakers, and other stakeholders, trade associations can help shape policies that promote the growth and success of the industry. This can involve lobbying for legislation that supports the industry, providing input on regulations that impact the industry, and advocating for the industry's interests in public forums. In conclusion, business and community influencers are essential players in today's interconnected world. They have the power to shape public opinion and influence the actions of individuals and organizations, and they play a vital role in building healthy, sustainable communities. As such, it is essential that influencers use their platform for good, leveraging their expertise and reputation to promote positive change and meaningful progress. Trade associations also serve as a valuable resource for their members. They provide a platform for networking and collaboration, bringing together businesses and individuals from across the industry to share best practices, exchange ideas, and develop new partnerships. This can be especially valuable for small businesses or individual professionals who may not have access to the same resources and connections as larger organizations. Education is another critical role of trade associations. They offer training and professional development opportunities to their members, helping them to stay up to date with the latest trends, technologies, and best practices in their field. This can be especially important in industries that are rapidly evolving or facing significant changes, such as the technology or healthcare sectors. In addition to these primary roles, trade associations may also offer a range of other services to their members. This can include marketing and advertising opportunities, access to research and data, and support for international trade and export activities. Overall, the role of a trade association is to support and promote the interests of its members, advance the growth and success of the industry, and provide a range of valuable resources and services. By bringing together businesses and individuals from across the industry, trade associations help to build stronger, more resilient communities and contribute to the overall health and prosperity of the economy. Chambers of commerce and the known ability factors. Chambers of commerce have been a part of the business landscape for over 400 years. The first Chamber of Commerce was established in France in 1599, and since then, they have spread across the world. Today, chambers of commerce play a crucial role in supporting businesses and influencing their success. So, what exactly is a chamber of commerce? Chambers of commerce are non-profit organizations that represent the interests of local businesses. They provide a platform for businesses to network, share ideas, and collaborate on projects. They also offer a range of services, including training, mentoring, and advocacy. One of the key roles of chambers of commerce is to lobby for the interests of businesses. They work with government officials to influence policies and regulations that affect businesses. For example, they may lobby for tax breaks or subsidies for small businesses, or they may work to ensure that regulations are fair and reasonable. Chambers of commerce also play an important role in promoting local businesses. They organize events such as trade shows and networking events that provide opportunities for businesses to showcase their products and services. They may also offer advertising and marketing services to help businesses reach new customers. Another key role of chambers of commerce is to provide support and resources to businesses. They offer training and mentoring programs to help businesses improve their skills and knowledge. They may also provide access to funding or other resources that can help businesses grow and expand. Finally, chambers of commerce play a vital role in building and maintaining strong business communities. They provide a platform for businesses to come together and collaborate on projects that benefit the community. They may also work to address social and environmental issues that affect the local community. In conclusion, chambers of commerce play a critical role in supporting businesses and influencing their success. They provide a range of services, including lobbying for the interests of businesses, promoting local businesses, providing support and resources to businesses, and building strong business communities. If you are a business owner, joining your local chamber of commerce could be a wise investment in the success of your business. Independent networks and the known ability factors. In today's interconnected world, building independent networks has become increasingly important. These networks, which are not dependent on traditional centralized institutions or infrastructure, offer a range of benefits for individuals, communities, and businesses alike. One of the primary advantages of building independent networks is the ability to maintain control over your own data and information. When we rely on centralized institutions like social media platforms or online retailers, we are often required to surrender control over our personal information in exchange for access to their services. This can leave us vulnerable to privacy breaches, data leaks, and other security threats. By building independent networks, we can take control of our data and ensure that it is only used in ways that we approve of. Another key benefit of independent networks is the ability to promote diversity and innovation. Traditional centralized institutions tend to promote conformity and homogeneity, as they are designed to optimize efficiency and standardization. Independent networks, on the other hand, encourage experimentation and diversity, as they are designed to empower individuals and small groups to pursue their own goals and ideas. This can lead to a more vibrant and dynamic economy, as well as a more diverse and inclusive society. Independent networks can also help to promote resilience and sustainability. In times of crisis, traditional centralized institutions may be vulnerable to disruption or failure, leaving individuals and communities without access to critical resources or services. By building independent networks, we can ensure that we have alternative options for accessing food, water, energy, and other necessities in times of need. This can help to promote greater resilience and self-sufficiency and reduce our reliance on vulnerable centralized infrastructure. Finally, independent networks can help to promote greater freedom and democracy. When we rely on centralized institutions for our information, communication, and commerce, we are often subject to their rules, regulations, and biases. By building independent networks, we can promote greater autonomy and independence, and create more democratic and decentralized systems that are responsive to the needs and desires of individuals and communities. In conclusion, building independent networks is an essential strategy for promoting greater control, diversity, resilience, and freedom in our interconnected world. Whether we are individuals, businesses, or communities, we can benefit from the opportunities and advantages that independent networks provide. By embracing these networks, we can create a more vibrant, dynamic, and equitable society for all. Sales funnels and the known ability factors. In today's highly competitive business environment, companies need to have an effective sales funnel to ensure sustainable growth. A sales funnel is a system that helps businesses to identify, track, and convert leads into paying customers. It is a process that starts with generating awareness about a product or service, creating interest, and then converting that interest into a purchase. A sales funnel is essential for business growth because it helps to streamline the sales process and optimize conversion rates. Here are some of the key benefits of using a sales funnel for business growth. Better customer targeting. The first stage of the sales funnel involves generating awareness about a product or service. This is typically done through various marketing channels such as social media, email marketing, and content marketing. By using a sales funnel, businesses can target their marketing efforts to specific customer segments, making it more likely that they will attract the right kind of customers. Improved lead generation. Once customers are aware of a product or service, the next stage of the sales funnel is to generate interest. This is where businesses can use various tactics such as landing pages, email opt-ins, and webinars to encourage potential customers to engage further. By using a sales funnel, businesses can measure the effectiveness of these tactics and optimize their lead generation efforts accordingly. Increased conversion rates. The most critical aspect of the sales funnel is the conversion stage. This is where businesses try to turn leads into paying customers. By using a sales funnel, businesses can track the progress of each lead and identify any bottlenecks in the conversion process. This allows them to adjust their sales process and increase conversion rates over time. Better customer retention. Finally, a sales funnel can also help businesses to retain their customers. By using various tactics such as email marketing and customer support, businesses can keep their customers engaged and satisfied with their products or services. This, in turn, can lead to repeat purchases and long-term customer loyalty. In conclusion, a sales funnel is an essential tool for any business looking to grow and scale. By using a sales funnel, businesses can improve customer targeting, lead generation, conversion rates, and customer retention. This, in turn, can lead to sustained business growth and increased profitability over time.